Welcome back to Proverbs of Praise. If you caught my last video, you heard a little bit about how God provided, and I was able to even apply to go to study abroad. Y'all, and I want to continue that. This is part 2. If you didn't see that, please go back and watch it so you kind of fill in and you get to hear about one of the miracles that got performed in my life, and I cannot wait to tell you the rest of the story. So let's get to it. All right, so y'all, God provided that settlement, as you heard in the last video. And then I'm like, okay, Lord, this particular study abroad program also had a scholarship. And so, again, at my university, we had a study abroad office. The office just dedicated to folks that were with study abroad, and they were like study abroad counselors. So they would kind of support you through the process, financially, like all of the things that needed to be checked off to make sure that you were able to study abroad. Cool. I'm going to the office. Y'all, when it comes to things that I want to do, I don't play. Like, I research the heck. I don't wait heck out of everything. I do not wait for anybody or anything to tell me what's possible or, you know, anything like that. Cool, if you tell me something new, love it. But I want to come with already the information. So I go to the study abroad office. I meet with this lady. I believe that because of my major, she was the counselor that was provided for me. Y'all. I don't know what it was. Y'all. But she was funky, okay? And just rude and disrespectful. I remember in particular, she was raising her voice at me, and I was like, boo-boo. I literally told her this. I was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you need to lower your voice. And mind you, y'all, we're in a pretty close, like, she's not the only one in this office. It's not a private office. It's like the little, what is it called? Not cubbies, but you know what I mean. It's like partitions are the only privacy that you have. Everybody can hear what's going on. So at this point, we kind of going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? Not my proudest moment, but I had to handle what I needed to do. So I was like, man, you are not about to disrespect me in here. Like, you need to stop raising your voice. I am not a child. I'm not your child either. So the same respect that I'm giving you, that's what I expect from you. This is literally the conversation I'm having with her. She proceeds to continue to raise her voice and tell me, well, you need to sit down. I was like, you don't tell me what to do or when to do it. I'm not going to sit down. I am not appreciative. I was just like, okay, hold on. And so here's the catch, y'all. For the scholarship that I told you to apply for this particular program, I needed her signature. Not only did I need her signature, but it was favorable if I had her, if she wrote me like a recommendation letter. So based on this, it was clearly that the recommendation letter was not going to happen because it wasn't. Sis and I were not vibing at all. So I was going around telling friends like, y'all, this woman is crazy. You know what she did to me, blah, 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 blah. And my friends are like, yeah, I know, this lady is crazy. So people are also agreeing that they've had non-favorable experiences with this woman, but no one has said anything to anybody. So the person that I am, I'm like, okay, cool, you know what? Click, click, let me look online, type. Who's your boss? And let me get a meeting with her, okay? So I did not come to play. I literally wrote down all my things about what she did and what time she did and all of these things, right? And was like, this is unacceptable. I'm a student here paying, somebody paying, I'm paying. Paying, like, boo, you have your job because of the wonderful students here, you know? And I'm not asking anything crazy of you. I'm literally asking you to simply do your job. And that seems to be a problem, and I'm not sure why. So y'all, I go into the office for this meeting. Let me tell you how God works, because I'm starting to get nervous at this point. Yes, the Lord has provided miraculously for me to cover the tuition and fees, but when I get into the country, like, how am I gonna eat? How am I gonna get around? I want to take some other trips to different countries. Lord, how's that gonna work out? So okay, y'all, I get into the office. I'm sitting at the little entryway, right? Sitting at the table. The person's right in front of me. I'm getting ready to have this meeting with the director of the study abroad office. Let me tell you how the Lord works, okay? The lady who I had a tiff with, she walks in, doesn't say anything to me, doesn't even see me, literally does not see me, okay? Begins to talk to the person that's sitting at the desk. Y'all, she starts talking about me. Yes, you heard that right. She literally starts talking about me like I'm not even there because she does not even see me. She doesn't even recognize that it's me sitting in the chair. Oh, I couldn't wait. I was just sitting there silently. Y'all, I didn't say anything. I just literally sat there and was like, oh, yes, the favor that God has placed on my life. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, hey, sis. Oh, hey, boo, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm right here. You should have seen the look on her face, okay? Beautiful, but I didn't even trip. So I went down to the lady's office and I told her all the things about how she was unprofessional and just the whole list. Whatever, she heard me, she listened, and we created a plan basically to go from there. Me and this lady subsequently had another conversation, not even about that. I was over it. I was just like, ma'am, here's what I need you to do. If you're not willing to do it, we can move on and I can get somebody else to do it, you know? So, y'all, she signed the paperwork. Praise the Lord, okay? Because this woman literally was like a gateway for me to receive this scholarship, right? Of course, I had to be chosen and all of that, but I knew the Lord was going to do that. But more particularly, I needed her to sign it. Did she give me a recommendation letter? No. But I was like, God, you are the creator of all things. You are the end from the, you are everything, okay? So, Lord, provide, please. The way my Lord is set up. Y'all, I ended up getting the scholarship. And it was such a blessing because not only, so I got the scholarship when I entered the country and I got it in their currency. So Danish kroner is the currency that they use in Denmark. And which was a blessing because it was more than it would have been in dollars. And instead of paying the fees to exchange my money into different money, into Danish kroner, dollars from kroner, I didn't even have to do that. So literally I got there that same day. I got the check in hand. I went to the bank. I cashed that mug. Got all my stacks. Okay. Y'all, I was able... And there's no way of me bragging. I'm just telling you of the goodness of the Lord. I was able, while I was there on that money, I was able to travel to Portugal, Spain, Italy, France, the Czech Republic, Sweden, Turkey, and I'm sure I'm forgetting something else. But, yeah. Like 7 or 8 different countries I was able to go to with that money. Like, God is so amazing. And it was just such a blessing. The fact that when I finished my study abroad experience, my 4 months in Denmark, I literally had money left over. There was money that I had that I could return back to dollars. So I came into the U.S. with money. Like, that's how good God is, that he will give you a surplus enough for you to even come back with some, okay? So, and just that whole journey, like, I lived with a host family, my beautiful host family. Y'all, they treated me like literally I was their family. I had a birthday while I was there. My host dad and I have the same birthday. And he was just amazing. Like, they literally did all the birthday celebrations for me. They took me on family vacations to different countries. Like, they took me to Sweden where they had a house by the river, and like, just y'all, they treated me like I was their daughter. Holidays, everything, birthday parties, births. One of their children had a baby, and I got to go there the next day to like hold the baby, and just how they treated me. It was only the favor of God the entire time. So I met amazing friends that I'm literally still friends to this day, okay? They are like amazing, talented, super intelligent women about to be doctors and such, okay? So, just as I sum this up really quickly, I just want to share those 2 experiences where the Lord showed up and showed out in my life. Okay, I just want to conclude this beautiful testimony time with just a scripture that I'm reminded of this entire time. I'm definitely not one to preach on your enemies, whoop, whoop, whoop. No. But you can see that I definitely had some enemies, and I faced them right up in here. But the Lord prevailed. And so he reminds us in Psalm, I'm going to read it actually, so I do not get it incorrect. Psalm 91:7-16. It says, 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. Only with your eyes shall you look and see the reward of the wicked, because you have made the Lord, who is your refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place. No evil shall befall you, nor shall any plague come near your dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over you, to keep you in all of your ways. I'm going to end there. So that is 7 through 10. So I just want to remind you that those circumstances or situations may be coming at you every which way. The Lord is faithful when you make him your refuge. That's your protection. That's your comfort. That's your peace. That you trust in him. Literally, he will provide everything that you need in season. And I just want to close this out by saying that when I'm sharing these stories, it's not because everything is perfect in my life right now. There are things that I'm believing the Lord for. There are promises that God has promised me that I've yet to see fulfilled and that I am praying for. And so this is encouraging me to remind me of, girl, look at what the Lord did in your life. Look at how faithful he is, and look at how much favor that he has bestowed on you. And even in this season, that is still the same God that you serve, and that testimonies will come. And so cannot wait to share. Please stay tuned for next week, where I share, I think I'm going to talk about how I moved to New York City. And actually, no, not yet. That's going to be in 2 weeks. I'm going to talk about how I moved to New Orleans and how God was faithful with that, how I ended up doing Teach for America. I almost worked on the Hill. So stay tuned for all that beautiful stuff. I will see you in a later video.